Hello, welcome to this very special edition of the Pace Report. I'm Brian Pace reporting live here at Marcus Garvey Park here in Harlem, New York. This past August for this year's 2025 Charlie Parker Jazz Festival, composer, educator, as well as drummer Terri Lyne Carrington with jazz vocalist Christie Dashiell presented to music fans for the very first time music from their now Grammy-nominated album, We Insist 2025, which is now on Candid Records. Now, We Insist 2025 is a revisioning of drummer and composer Max Roach and Oscar Brown's work from the 1960s. Not only did they decide to stay to the true roots of Max and Oscar's music, but Christie as well as Terri decided to add poetry as well as revision the music to contemporary sounds. And you have some special guests on this album, including the great Reedy Brima, Melania Casado, Morgan Gurin, as well as Lizz Wright, and the legendary Julian Priester, just to name the many endless few. Tonight here on the Pace Report, I'm honored to have documented the release of this performance earlier this summer. And I had a chance to sit down and break bread with Terri to talk about how she and Christie collaborated and made this album, what this album is about, as well as talk about why this album is very important at a time where this country is rifting in very many ideologies as well as political rifts, as well as we reflect on some of the important musings of her hero Max Roach, which this year celebrates his 100th birthday. Also, we sit down and reflect on talking about classics and how we're reimagining and bringing new standards into the fold of the jazz world. So sit back, relax, and enjoy highlights of the premiere of Terri Lyne Carrington and Christie Dashiell performing music from their album, We Insist 2025, here on the Pace Report, live at this year's 2025 Charlie Parker Jazz Festival.
Chopping cotton, don't be slow. Better finish out your row. Oh, keep moving with that cloud. Driver man will show you how. You get to work and root that stump. Ain't
Terri, thanks for doing this. You were very, very busy. In fact, New York saw the very first time you played this music. And now that we're going through some really crazy times right now, how has the music been received, and therapeutically when you were putting this music together, how are you feeling now that the music is out?
Well, when I put it together, it was actually before the election happened, so I thought it would be a very different result. And I didn't know we were going to be dealing with all that we're dealing with. It's funny you ask how it's being received and how therapeutic it might be for people. I just did a show in Rochester, New York, and the people were clapping and damn near like a standing ovation before we played a note. And it really felt like, wow, yeah, this music is needed right now. It's really resonating with people because, of course, it's dealing with racial justice, but we also speak of other kinds of injustices and social justice issues.
You and Christie did some very, very important revisioning of Max's original music. What were some of the things that you wanted to hold key to this project, but also what you wanted to do moving forward with the new music?
Well, I wanted to maybe try to get people to hear some of these same lyrics differently. So, for instance, a song like Freedom Day, which was very aggressive and fast, and there's a certain kind of masculinity in the music, especially from the 60s, from jazz from the 60s. And it's like, there were a lot of men on the front line, so to say, of racial justice. But I also, thought, what about from a woman's perspective? So I slowed the song down, made it a ballad, so that you could hear these words and possibly interpret it a little differently. So those are some of the things that we did to change the tone while still staying true to Oscar Brown's lyrics. We also added some poetry. I wrote pieces like Freedom Is, which talks about all kinds of different social justice issues. So that kind of helps to expand the idea about the album, because not just we insist regarding racial justice, but we insist regarding gender justice, regarding environmental justice, regarding ableism, regarding so many things.
I love the musicians that you have collaborated with this project. Tell my viewers how they are a very important part of the revisioning of Max music.
Well, I asked everybody to either arrange something or co-arrange something with me, so that other voices were being heard, other contributions other than just my own. And I wanted to do that because it's kind of a candid family album. All of the artists, really except for maybe one, all the featured artists on the record are people that I've signed to Candid Records. So Candid was the original label that we insist came out on in 1960. So it's kind of apropos that it comes out, this reimagining comes out on Candid as well.
Tell me the first time you heard Christie sing, and what was it about her that just you saw that something very special with what she does?
Well, the first time I heard her sing was on a Wynton Marsalis album called The Ever Funky Lowdown.
I remember that record.
Yeah. And I was like, who are these people singing? And I looked at the credits, and I didn't count all, actually, with Wynton. So I was able to talk to him about it. And Camille and Christine, I forget the third young lady's name. And then Diane Reeves told me about Christie. Said, you gotta check her out. She's the truth. So that's kind of how it started. And then I ended up on a gig reimagining Nat King Cole Christmas music a few years ago, and the producer hired Christie to sing along with a bunch of other people. And so I heard her for the first time in person.
Recording the music with her and the band, how did you direct her, or did she direct you on some different types of parts of the songs or the arrangements?
Well, I think the overall concept was mine, and as far as producing, to kind of what I do. So I'm always in the studio trying to get people to stretch, you know, go a little further past maybe what they're used to doing. And I think, you know, I think she would say that. But also, yes, she arranged Freedom Day Part 2. So, yeah, she was able to tell us exactly what she wanted on that because she's a musician first. She's not, you know, a vocalist that doesn't know what she's talking about. She knows how to write music, arrange music, tell you what notes she wants, and all of that.
I remember buying your first album. I'm showing my age now. I was a sophomore in high school. And I followed you ever since the beginning, and your projects are just so courageous. One being that you're not afraid to take risks, as musicians should. But two, you as a woman, you're really out here trying to make sure that the women have a voice and have an understanding of their role musically and as a person. How easy and how hard has it been?
Well, I didn't really pay much attention to that until the last 10 years or so. I was just trying to gig and work and, create. And then one day, just through talking to students at Berklee College of Music, where I teach, they were telling me stories, and I was like, wait a minute, if I'm not trying to help you and create a space that feels safe and nurturing and supportive, then I'm part of the problem. So I created the Institute of Jazz and Gender Justice at Berklee, and then it became more of a drive to educate and advocate for women in the field, not just at Berklee.
Musically, we're celebrating the centennial of Max Roach. He's one of your heroes. What are some of the things that he instilled upon you when you were coming up as a musician?
Well, Max was very supportive of me. He tried to give me a record deal when I was, 15 or 16 on Blue Note, and we thought it was going to happen, so I was very excited. Then it fell apart, and he was very upset about that. But just the fact that he tried, gave me a lot of, confidence. And I come visit him in New York sometimes, go to his place, hang out, and he would just give me opportunities. So I feel like he exampled what we should do when we see young people with talent. We should support, we should give them opportunities, because it's not easy. Playing this music is not easy. It's not easy to play it, but it's also just not easy to make a living and just do all the things. It's a dedication that is really special. So I think that we have a obligation to pass our knowledge on and also pass on opportunities. So Max showed me that, as well as just on the drums. I mean, listening to him play effortlessly and odd time signatures was always great, and something that made me attracted to odd times.
appreciate what you have done with the new standards, because we have to kind of move out of Cole Porter and the traditional songs. How are you manifesting this into a presence now? Because a lot of musicians, Warren is playing a lot of Stevie, he's playing some other things outside of the jazz vein. What are you doing?
Well, that's why I created this book, New Standards, 101 Lead Sheets by female composers and women composers. And we're creating the second book now, so it'll be another 100 songs coming out. And it's been an eye-opening experience, not just for me, or not just for other people, but for me too. Because I didn't know there was such a need for a book like this. And it's just kind of giving alternatives to the canon. Because what I realized when I created this institute is that all the songs we play, all the repertoire, is music written by men. So, what happens if we just address that too? I've always played contemporary music. If you look at my Mosaic Project album, there's music by Al Green, just a lot of
Joni Mitchell, you get?
Bill Withers. I've covered a lot of different music over the years. And put, a jazz spin on it, so to say. But I still feel, not just diversing, or being diverse with our repertoire as far as stylistically, as far as genre. I think, we have to look at gender as well, and also, music from outside of America too.
That'll do it again for this very special edition of the Pace Report, reporting live here at Marcus Garvey Park here in Harlem, New York. Congratulations to Christie Dashiell as well as Terri Lyne Carrington for their Grammy-nominated album, We Insist 2025, available on Canon Records as well as streaming platforms. For more information on their upcoming tour dates, please follow Christie as well as Terri on their social media pages by way of Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. I'd like to personally thank Miss Terri Lyne Carrington for her time. Also, I'd like to give out some mad shout outs. Mr. Brian Backus, the artistic director of the Charlie Parker Jazz Festival, and his staff, as well as Claire McClare Public Relations for arranging my time with Terri. Also, the staff and management at Jazzmobile for their warm hospitality. As always, people, I can't stress this more than enough. Please like, share, and subscribe to my videos and leave comments on YouTube and Vimeo and Facebook, as well as continue to support live music. Until next time, remember, if it's in the groove, it'll make you move. Till next time, peace.